Hey everyone, good morning from the Gateway Arch here in St. Louis, Missouri. In this video, we're gonna go up the arch, take the tram all the way to the top. It does look kind of crazy, but you can go up there in this weird little elevator type thing.
Yes.
I'm also gonna check out the museum and the riverboat and everything else there is to do over here in this area. I go by the legend. That's my girlfriend, Molly. Let's go up the arch. Friendly word of advice, guys. If you do want to do the tram ride to the top of the arch, definitely book your tickets in advance as they do sell out. Now, to get to the top of the arch, you ride in a little elevator tram kind of thing, and they've got a mock-up here, and this is what that ride vehicle looks like. It is
very tiny.
Very unique.
Yes.
So once you come inside, there is a ticket center where you can purchase your tickets for the arch. There's a documentary movie. There's a riverboat as well. Then you go through a security screening process. Then you're met in this large room, this cool stone map of America. And then looks like some big LED screens before you head into the museum. Here's a better look at the different screen displays as you go in. Different size screens, it's pretty neat. And they've got a variety of stuff they show. All right, let's start our ride up to the top. So once it is our time, we did get in line and you're given a boarding pass. We are in Red Toward Tram Car 5. Before you go up the arch, a guide does tell you kind of the story of the arch.
In 1935, there was a guy named Clint Novak from the St. Louis City Council. He was walking around here on the riverfront and he noticed something.
After your tour guide gives you a history of the arch, you do watch a little movie about what was happening in the 60s at the time the arch was built. Predictions are pretty well done too.
The bill that I am presenting to you will be known as
We've made it to the load zone. So this is right before you get onto your tram. There are 8 different trams. And as a fan of themed entertainment, they've got some projection mapping on the door to your tram.
It tells you about like the history and stuff.
Ah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
For some reason, Dulles Airport in Washington. All right. We are number 5. All right, there's the tram. It's on its way. Definitely weird looking.
You ready? You're gonna have to walk on yourself. I'm tall already. No, I'm gonna add you.
All right, our chariot is here into this weird, tiny cramped tram. If you got a claustrophobia issue, this would not be for you, would it, Molly?
No, my head hits the top.
Also,
where I'm sitting.
The camera doesn't like to focus. The doors have closed. It is super claustrophobic in here. And this is only with 2 of us.
Yeah, I've done 5 in here before. 5 adults. It was tight.
All right, on the ride itself. I'm just surprised there's no audio in here. It does make kind of fun noise. And looks very utility-ish as we move and move. Up the maintenance barn here. So we are now going straight up. We're not in, I think we are entering the arch now, I believe. You can see some stairs. And yeah, we're definitely going steeper up. So I'm assuming we're now in the arch itself. The ride out does take about 4 minutes. I'm not going to film the entire thing because it'll be a pretty boring 4 minutes. We are picking up speed now. I think my ears just popped. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. I think we're getting closer to the top now. We're starting to go sideways more than we're going straight up and down.
And your elevator like kind of tilts.
Yeah.
It's kind of trippy.
Like that.
Like that. My seat moved.
All right, Molly, I believe we made it to the top.
Yes, I think we're passing other doors.
Yep, these look like doors.
It looks like mechanics to open the door.
Yep. If you're in here with somebody that's claustrophobic, they're probably scratching at the door open.
Yeah.
With a little tilt. Alright, that door open. And we made it. And here's the unload platform. Not quite as pretty. There we go. We made it to the top. With their tiny little windows. Alright, so here's a look at what the top looks like. It's very small up here. And you gotta sort of lean over the windows to get the view of the city. But you do get a solid view.
You get a very good view.
You get a great view of Busch Stadium, which is a wonderful place to watch baseball. Really like that stadium.
The old courthouse.
Yeah. Some of the various parks in the middle.
Get a picture?
The football arena that no longer has football. All right, and you could get up and go to the other side as well. And that, not quite as scenic. You do get a view of the Mississippi River.
You want one together?
Sure.
And you can see for a while.
Well,
One more look.
what do you want to show?
Straight down as we can.
Dog down there?
And you can see both sides of the arch.
And it's now time to make our way back to the tram.
Get tall enough, you're gonna block me.
You can see the stairs get incrementally steeper.
Is that awesome, Ralph?
Making our way down to tram number 5. The design of the trams too, it feels like something out of Men in Black.
Here is.
The door has closed and we are on our way down.
You definitely feel way faster because of gravity.
Whee! I do really like the tram ride at the top. It's so interesting, so unique. From like a mechanical design standpoint, it's really cool as well.
Yes.
Not the easiest to see with the glare, but you do get some of the steeper views looking down. And my ears just popped.
It's just so interesting. You can feel when you're going down and when you curve.
Yeah. We're now in the museum portion, which features all about the history of St. Louis and the history of westward expansion and things like that. It's not overly large. I can pretty much see the whole thing in this shot here. Let's begin here in Colonial St. Louis. The exhibit kind of shows what life in St. Louis would be like back when it was a village founded in the late 1700s. You've got a little house. You've got Molly in a canoe, which is a pretty cool photo op. Let's try to get the good shot of Molly riding a canoe. She's not paddling, so that canoe's probably not going anywhere. And there we go, Molly in a canoe.
I'm not moving.
Interesting.
So there's a really good interactives here at the museum, super modern. What do you want to learn about? Language, music, or food, Molly?
Food. I'm a
We're
food.
going to food. All right.
What?
And we're now in the kitchen.
Suzanne. Bonjour, ça va, Danny? Mais ça va bien, merci. Food is such an important
Let's
part of
explore
any
the
culture.
kitchen.
Bring
And here's all different types of things that would be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Let's see, what are we picking?
frying pan. Poêlon.
Gotta say, frying pans have not come a long way in 300 years. Next section is 1804 to 1840, Jefferson's Vision. So this section of the museum focuses on after the Louisiana Purchase, which was 1803. And so you've got exhibits about, the expedition of Lewis Clark and that kind of westward exploration. Do a pretty cool recreation of what a teepee would look like that they would use. The next section is the riverfront era of St. Louis. Showing off the riverboat era is a really nice, very largely done model with tons and tons of riverboats on it.
Okay, what else? Very cool.
The model is pretty interesting because it does go from daytime to nighttime. Man, so talking about the steamboat era here, That was the wheel that would guide these things.
We thought it was gonna be the paddle wheel.
Nope. This is what the captain would use.
That's massive.
Yeah.
I would need at least another person to help me turn that thing
pretty well.
in the wind.
Also, you do have a really, really beautiful painting over here as well. Do you have a covered wagon replica as well?
This is cool. It tells you what was train, what was riverboat, and what was wagon.
Oh, neat.
Making a way across the west.
Next section of the museum is Manifest Destiny. Got a big antique stagecoach like you would go on at Knott's Berry Farm. Next exhibit focuses on New Frontiers. We've got a recreation here of a railway, really more of a photo op than anything.
With an old time car.
Yep, so you would put your car right here. Got an exhibit here with a movie talking about how the West was portrayed in various motion pictures. I'm not the biggest fan of Westerns, but I do love Blazing Saddles.
One of every 5 movies.
Do have a buffalo statue over here. Now, one disappointment for me, this museum, the new version of it opened in 2018. The one that was here before that had a bunch of animatronics, and the current one has no animatronics. So a little bit bummed by that. But it is a very modern museum, and of course the museum costs nothing to get into, so you really can't complain that much. It's the kind of interactive I enjoy. The rail moves, and you learn fun facts about the railroad. Like they became more important than steamboats in the 1880s. This is neat. You have a section showing off different products that were made during this time period. Like this snazzy top hat. The last section of the museum is focused on building the arch. And Molly, you had quite the observation.
This is the new Epcot Town, and the water.
It does look very similar to that. So there was a big design competition to see what this park would look like, and you've got a whole bunch of the losing concepts over here, from a big spire to some very pretty lakes. This one was pretty basic, and then of course the winner, and by far the most interesting, the arch itself. So there's a really cool model here showing just how the trams work as it goes on the arch. This is Molly powered, but it's really cool. It shows you like how they tilt. There's even a little level there to show how it remains level.
And you definitely felt the tilt.
Yeah. Really cool model. Like this is a fascinating.
It's smart
shows how the
too.
counterweights work too, going up as the tram cars go down. In this section, you do have some other stuff. You got like a shovel used in the groundbreaking. More models. Pretty well done museum. You have a couple other things that were designed by the architect that designed the arch, the Dulles International Airport, the TWA building at the JFK Airport in New York, and then the tulip table and the tulip chair. One extra attraction here we're not going to do. They do have a theater showing a movie all about the building of the arch. Yeah. They have a wonderful monument to the builders of the arch, and then a comparison of how tall the arch is compared to, the White House, the Statue of Liberty, the Washington Monument, Mount Rushmore. Not too shocking, right by the exit of the tram, there is a large gift shop where you can buy all of your Gateway Arch merchandise. Some of the merch in here is really nice, like these stemless wine glass kind of things. A knockoff brand Lego Arch.
That is cool.
Yeah. And of course, with being a gift shop, all the t-shirts you can imagine. Molly, you think this little children's t-shirt, this one's your favorite?
This is my favorite right here. Look at it. They made him into like a little face, an odd little face.
The back of the gift shop is done up like an old-timey candy store.
Blueberry
You
syrup.
can buy fudge and preserves.
Blueberry syrup. It has my.
So the day you're coming, the view to the top is sold out. They do in the middle of the main plaza area here by the gift shop and the museum. You do have cameras,
Which is awesome.
like live cameras, I would assume, because you do see the traffic moving of what that view looks like. Also, if you are highly claustrophobic, like my dad could never go on that tram ride at the top, but he could hang out here and see the view. Got a giant jumbotron here in the back wall as well that shows off some more effects. So there is a snack bar in here, the Arch Cafe. You get toasted raviolis. So I think my favorite part about the Arch Cafe, you could get a giant pretzel that comes hung on a recreation of the Arch. When you do leave the Arch and come back into the park area, it is kind of stunning to see just how high up you were, like how tiny the little windows are. But I really like the experience. I think it's so cool.
I do too.
Definitely one of the better monument kind of things. So for the part of the ticket we purchased here for our Arch experience, includes a ride on the Gateway Arch Riverboat cruise. And here's our big riverboat. Very much feels like the ones at Magic Kingdom and Disneyland.
Answer is
So we're now on the
no.
boat
While
tour?
they do look good back there, and we like to tip our hat to the steam
Some
paddle
cool
boat era,
views.
we are a replica.
That's like a
But
really
we have
nice
two
craft beer on
Caterpillar
board. They could get them for like $6
with
bucks.
2 dual props under the waterline
Pretty
that are
solid.
propelling us up this river about 5 knots.
All right, and that'll do it for our time here at the Gateway Arch. I think it's really cool. Like we get to go do a lot of like lookout towers or observation platforms all across the world kind of. And this one might be my favorite. It's really neat.
Yeah, I've been to St. Louis 4 times. I've been to the Arch, up in the Arch, 3 out of the 4 times. The only reason why I didn't do it the 4th time is because it was closed.
Yeah.
But I think it gets you amazing views of the city. It's such a cute, cool, like, elevator experience.
Yeah. I do take that back. I would probably put the Stratosphere above it just because Stratosphere has insane throw rides.
No, this one wins for me.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our video going to the top of the Gateway Arch. Thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions about the experience, let me know in the comment section below.